Hello. So today we are going to start with the numericals. I hope you all know the formula. Okay. So please go through the formula before watching this video. Okay. You should know the formula for density, relative density, and you should know the conversion of how to convert gram per centimeter cube into kg per meter cube. Okay. So I'll just write the formulas over here. The very first formula used is the formula for density. Density is equal to mass upon volume. Okay. Now in SI unit, in CGS unit, density will be measured in CGS. Mass is measured in grams and volume is measured in centimeter cube. Okay. So in CGS the density will be represented by small d, gram per centimeter cube. Okay. In SI density will be mass is measured in kg and volume is measured in meter cube. So in SI density, the unit of density will be kg per meter cube. Now you should know the relation between the CGS and SI unit of density. Okay. So I already did the derivation. So 1 gram per centimeter cube is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 kg per meter cube. I have done this derivation in the previous videos. So if you want to see the derivation, you can watch the previous videos. Okay. So gram per centimeter cube can be converted into kg per meter cube by simply multiplied by 10 raised to minus 3. I'm sorry. It's 10 raised to plus 3. Okay. It's not minus. It's plus 3. Okay. I'm really sorry. It's plus 3. Okay. And kg per meter cube can be converted into gram per centimeter cube by simply multiplied by 10 raised to minus 3. Okay. So these are the conversions. You should know this. Okay. So please go through these formulas. Gram per centimeter cube, if you want to convert into kg per meter cube by simply multiplied by 10 raised to plus 3 or simply 1000. And kg per meter cube can be converted into gram per centimeter cube by simply multiplied by 10 raised to minus 3. Okay. So now what is the formula for relative density? Relative density has no units. Okay. It is represented by small rd. Okay. Density of the substance. Relative density is the ratio between of density of the substance upon density of water. Now keep one thing in mind, students, that density of water in CGS, the density of water will be always equal to 1 gram per centimeter cube, and in kg in SI the density of water will be always equal to 1000 kg per meter cube. Even if it's not given in the question, you should know that the density of water, if the question has been asked in CGS, then you should write 1 gram per centimeter cube, and if it's asked in SI, then you should know that the density of water in SI is 1000 kg per meter cube. Even if it's not given, you can assume. Okay. You should know this value of density of water in CGS as well as in SI. Okay. Now relative density has total 3 forms. Okay. So I'm not going to do write every formula right now. So in previous videos I had already explained the 3 forms of relative density. So please go through those formulas, and then only you should watch this numerical video. Okay. So now I think so let's start with the numerical first one. Okay, so this is the very first numerical. I am not going to do all the numericals. So for one type I'll do only one or two numericals. Okay, so rest all other will be the homework. Okay, let's start with the first one. A piece of iron of volume 30 centimeter cube has a mass of 234 gram. Find the density of iron. Okay, we know the formula for density. Density is mass upon volume. Mass is given, volume is given. Okay, but there is a pattern of writing the numericals. So first of all I will write the given data. What all data is given to me? volume is given. Volume is how much? 30 centimeter cube. Okay, mass is given, that is capital M, it is 234 gram. Okay, then I'll write what are the quantities I need to find. So I need to find out the density, that is small d. So I'll simply write d small d is equals to question mark. Okay, then I'll write the formula to be used. Formula, I know that density is equals to mass upon volume. It's so simple. Okay, question mark. Oh, sorry, this is the formula and I have to find a density. Now the solution part. Okay, so density will be equal to mass upon volume. Mass is 234 gram upon volume is 30 centimeter cube. So density will be equal to, this will give me the value of 7.8 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, so this is the final answer. The density of iron, okay, will be equal to 7.8 gram per centimeter cube. You should write the final statement. This is the first numerical, that's why I'm writing all the steps. From the next numerical onwards, I will write only the solution part. You have to write the given data to find and the formula to be used, and then the solution, and then the final statement. Final statement will be the density of a piece of iron is 7.8 gram per centimeter cube. So this is how you should write the numerical. First the given part, first step, then to find, second step, then you should write the formula, third step, then the solution part, fourth step, and then the final statement, fifth step. Okay, so all the numerical should be solved in this similar way. Okay, so let's do the second numerical. A piece of wood of mass 150 gram has a volume of 200 centimeter cube. Find the density of wood in CGS unit and SI unit. Okay, it is similar to the previous one. Okay, we'll get this. We have to just find out the density of the wood in CGS, that is in gram per centimeter cube, and in SI, that is in kg per meter cube. Okay, in gram per centimeter cube in CGS and in kg per meter cube SI. Okay, it's very simple. So I'm not going to write the given data and to find out, because I had already what is you should write it on your own. What is the given data? Mass is given, that is 150 gram. Mass of a wood is given, that is 150 gram, and the volume is volume of the wood is given, that is 200 centimeter cube. Okay, this thing you should mention in the given data, and then in to find you have to write that density has to be found. Okay, and formula you will write that density is equals to mass upon volume. Okay, then I'm directly starting with the solution part. Solution part, first one, I know the formula, that is density is equals to mass upon volume. So therefore density, mass is 150 gram and density is volume is 200 centimeter cube. Okay, if I solve this, then 150 divided by 200 will give me the value 0 cut, then 3 5 3 ja 5 4 ja 3 by 4. Okay, this will give me the value of 0.75 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, so this is the first answer. The density of the piece of a wood is 0.75 gram per centimeter cube in CGS system. In SI, if I want to find out in the SI system, and I know the formula, students, that is gram per centimeter cube. Gram per centimeter cube will be equal to 10⁻³ kg per meter cube. This is the formula. Okay, if I want to convert gram per centimeter cube into kg per meter cube, I have to simply multiply by 1000, that is 10⁻³. So this value, now this is in the form of gram per centimeter cube. To convert it in kg per meter cube, I will simply multiply it by 10⁻³. That is, density will be equal to 0.75 into 10⁻³ kg per meter cube. Now 10⁻³ is nothing but 1000. So if I multiply with this 0.75, then I will get the final answer as 750 kg per meter cube. Okay, so this was the second numerical. Let's do the third numerical. Okay, just do the writing practice of these numericals. Don't only watch it, but do the writing practice. And please don't forget to write the given data to find formula. I have done only the solution part. After writing solution part, you have to write the final statement also. The density of a piece of wood in CGS is 10 in 0.75 gram per centimeter cube, and in SI it will be 750 kg per meter cube. Okay, you have to write the numerical in 5 steps. Okay. Now I'll do the third numerical. This is the third numerical. A block of glass is 30 centimeter long, 25 centimeter wide, and has a thickness of 2 centimeter. Okay, so find its density of its mass is density if its mass is 7.5 kg. Okay, in the previous numericals, we were supposed to find out the density, and the mass and volume were given. In this numerical, they have given me the volume and the mass. Now how to get the volume? Okay, now to calculate volume, I have this simple formula. Students, we know that the volume block is nothing but a cube. Okay, so to calculate volume, they have given me the length, that is long, 30 centimeter long, 25 centimeter wide, means they have given me the breadth, and thickness, that is height, is 2 centimeter. Okay, so to calculate the volume, the formula is length into breadth into height. This is a simple formula. Length is given, that is 30 centimeter, breadth is given, that is 25 centimeter, and height is given, that is 2 centimeter. Okay, so simply I will multiply all the quantities, that is length is 30 centimeter into breadth will be 25 centimeter, and the height will be 2 centimeter. Okay, so the final answer will be 30 into 25, it will be 1500, that is 1500 centimeter cube. Okay, now I have got the volume. Now mass is given. Okay, so I will convert the, now see students, the mass is given in kg and the volume is in centimeter cube. So I will convert this mass in CGS system, that is in grams. Okay, so I know that in 1 kg there are 1000 grams. So in 7.5 kg there will be 7500 grams. Okay, so the mass is 7.5 kg, which is nothing but 7500 grams, small g, because 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. So 7.5 kg will be equal to 7500 grams. Okay, now I have got the mass. Now can I calculate density? Density is equal to mass upon volume. Okay, so density is equal to mass will be 7500 gram upon volume will be 1500 centimeter cube. Okay, so the final answer will be how much? 5 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, after this you have to write this final statement, that is the density of a block of glass is 5 gram per centimeter cube, along with the given data to find formula. I have just written the solution part. Okay, so let's do the fourth numerical. Now this is very interesting numerical. This numerical is based on the displacement method. Okay, I have taught you the displacement method. Okay, so suppose this is a pen. Okay, this pen has some volume. If I dip this pen inside a liquid, then this pen will displace some amount of liquid. It will displace some amount of liquid, and the volume of the liquid displaced by this pen will be equal to its own volume. It will only displace that much liquid. Okay, it will only displace the amount of liquid which is equal to its own volume. Okay, so right, like इसका जितना वॉल्यूम है लिक्विड का वॉल्यूम भी को उतना ही डिस्प्लेस करेगा वो. आर यू गेटिंग? So you should understand this. Okay, suppose suppose the volume of this pen is, for example, say 5 centimeter cube, then it will displace the liquid equal to 5 centimeter cube, which is same as its own volume. Okay, this is known as the displacement method. Okay, I had already explained this method, so it's very easy. The mass of copper piece is 44 gram. Okay, there is a piece of copper. I'm just writing the solution part. There is a piece of copper, okay, and its mass is given as 44 gram. That is, mass will be, capital M will be equal to 44 gram. A measuring cylinder contains water to a level of 12 ml. That is, initial volume of the measuring cylinder is 12 ml. Okay, are you getting? Now, when the copper piece is dipped inside the measuring cylinder, the water level rises to 17 ml mark. That is, initially it was till 12, like this is a measuring cylinder. Okay, initially it was at 12 ml mark, that is 12 ml. When I dip this copper piece, okay, the water level rose up to 17 ml. Okay, so the increase in water level is 5 ml, right? So this final volume will be equal to 17 ml. Now if I want to find out the increase in water level, then how will I do this? That is V, that is final volume minus initial volume, that is V2 minus V1, that is V2 will be 17 ml, okay, minus 12 ml, okay, and the final answer will be 5 ml. Okay, now they have told me to find out the volume of copper piece. Okay, now the change in level of water is equal to 5 ml, or simply 5 ml means 5 centimeter cube. Okay, so the change in level of water will be equal to 5 centimeter cube or 5 ml. Okay, now the first part is the volume of copper piece. Now by displacement method I know that when I place this piece of copper inside the liquid, it has displaced the liquid by 5 centimeter cube, which is equal to its own volume. I hope you have understood this concept. Okay, now this copper piece will displace the volume of 5 centimeter cube, which is equal to its own volume. So the volume of this copper piece will also be equal to 5 centimeter cube or 5 ml. Okay, so the volume of liquid displaced is equal to the volume of copper piece. Okay, so the volume of copper piece will be equal to, I know the volume of liquid displaced is 5 ml or 5 centimeter cube, so the volume of copper piece will also be equal to 5 centimeter cube. Okay, it is very simple. This is the first part. Now we'll do the second part. The density of copper, it's very simple. Density is equal to mass upon volume. Okay, mass is how much? 44 gram, and volume is how much? 5 centimeter cube. If I solve this, then I will get the final answer as 8.5, no, 8.5 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, so the density of copper piece will be equal to 8.5 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, understood? Please don't write this numerical in this way. You should write the given data to find, and then the formula to be used, and then you have to write the solution part and then the final statement. If you write this numerical in this form, then I will not give any mark in the test. Even in the school exam you won't get any marks. So please write the numerical in the full step. Okay, now I cannot write all the numerical in the full state in the full form, because I don't have so much of time. So please write the given data to find formula, and then the solution part, and then the final statement. Okay, I cannot write everything in all the numericals. Let's do the fifth numerical. See, the density of aluminum is 2.7 gram per centimeter cube. Express it in kg per meter cube. It's really very simple. I know the formula. that is gram per centimeter cube is equal to how much? 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. It's so simple. Okay, so this formula I will use over here. Density of copper wire is given as 2.7 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, now they have told me to convert this value in kg per meter cube, so I will simply write this formula, that is density will be equal to 2.7 into 10 raised to 3, that is 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, and density, that is 2.7 into 1000. If I solve this, then I will get the final answer as 2700 kg per meter cube. It's so simple, right? So the density of the aluminium in kg per meter cube is equal to 2700 kg per meter cube, that is 2700 kg per meter cube. Okay, so write this numerical in the full form. First you have to write the given data, that is the density of aluminium is given as 2.7 gram per centimeter cube. Then you have to write to find. In to find you will write that convert this value in kg per meter cube. This thing you have to find, write in to find column. Then you have to write down the formula, this one. This is the formula, and then this is the solution part, and then the final statement. The density of aluminium in SI system is 2700 kg per meter cube. Okay, so this was the fifth numerical. Okay, the sixth one is the similar type. Okay, solution. Okay, the density of air is given 1.28 gram. Now see students, here this time they have given me liter, that is 1.28 gram per liter. Okay, but the density has to be either in gram per centimeter cube or gram per meter cube. Okay, so I will convert either in first of all I will convert this liter into centimeter cube. Okay, so I know that students 1 liter is equals to any mistake, sorry, 1.28 gram per liter, capital L means liter. Okay, now to convert this into centimeter cube I will simply divide by 1000. 1.28 divided by 1000 gram per centimeter cube. Now why I divided by 1000? Because 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. I hope you know this formula conversion. 1 liter consists of 1000 ml, and ml is nothing but centimeter cube. Okay, so if I want to convert liter into centimeter cube, I'll have to simply divide 1.28 by 1000. If I do so, I will the liter will be converted into centimeter cube, that is, which is nothing but ml. Okay, ml and centimeter cube are one and the same. Okay, now if I solve this, then I will get the answer as 1.28 into 10 divided by 10 raised to 3. Okay, if I take this 10 raised to 3 in the numerator, then the 10 raised to 3 will become 10 raised to minus 3. So 1.28 into 10 raised to minus 3 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, so now I have to convert this value in kg per meter cube. I know the conversion, that is gram per centimeter cube is equal to 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. I know this formula, so simply this thing will be multiplied by 10 raised to 3, that is 1.28 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 10 raised to 3. Okay, now 10 raised to minus 3 and 10 raised to plus 3 will be cancelled. Finally we are left with 1.28 kg per meter cube. Okay, so it's very easy. Okay, write down this numerical in the full form, that is to find formula, sorry, to given data, to find formula, then the solution part, and then the final statement. Okay, now this is the 7th numerical. Okay, solution part. This numerical is based on the relative density. Okay, so you should know all the forms of relative density. You should know the formula for the relative density in all the three forms. Okay, so what is given? The mass of 10 centimeter cube of silver is 103 gram. That is, there is a piece of mass. There is a piece of silver whose mass is 103 gram and its volume is 10 centimeter cube. That is, mass is how much? 103 gram and its volume is how much? 10 centimeter cube. Okay, now they have told me to find out the density of silver in kg per meter cube, the relative density of silver. Okay, first I have to find out the density of silver in kg per meter cube. Okay, so now here the mass and volume are given in gram and centimeter cube. So first I will get the density in gram per centimeter cube, then I have the formula, then I will convert it into kg per meter cube. Okay, so let's start. I know the formula for density, that is mass upon volume. So mass is 103 gram upon 10 centimeter cube. Okay, if I solve this, then I will get the answer as 10.3 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, now if I want to convert this value in kg per meter cube, I have the formula. Simply what I will do, I will simply multiply this value by 10 raised to 3. Okay, now this will get converted into kg per meter cube. Okay, so the final answer will be how much? 10300 kg per meter cube. Okay, so the first part is over. Now they have told me to find out the relative density of silver and state the assumption made in part B. Okay, while using the formula for relative density, they have told me you have to what is the assumption I'm going to make in part B. This thing I have to mention. Okay, now the formula for relative density, we all know relative density is density of the substance. In this case the substance is silver, so I will write density of silver and density of water. Now in the I'd already told you that density of water, if it's not given, okay, then you have to assume that in CGS system the density of water will always be equal to 1 gram per centimeter cube, and in SI system the density of water will always be equal to 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, in the beginning only I had already explained you. So this is the assumption we have made, that is the density of water we have assumed to be 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, so density of silver is how much? 10300 kg per meter cube. And what is the assumption I am going to make? I will assume that density of water in SI system is 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, so the kg per meter cube cancel. So 10300 divided by 1000 will give me the value of, will be equal to 10.30 or simply 10.3. Okay, 10.3. So the relative density of silver will be equal to 10.3. It is unitless because the same unit, that is will be the unit of density in the numerator and the density in the denominator, the units will be cancelled, so it is left with no units. Okay, so 10.3 is the relative density of the silver. Okay, but you have to write the all the complete form, that is given data to find formula, then the solution, then the final statement. Okay, so these were the numericals based on different types. In textbook there are many more, so please try to attempt on your own. If still don't understand, please let me know. I will upload one more video on the numericals which you haven't understood. Okay, so please go watch this video once again. If you didn't understood anything, then please let me know. Okay, so thank you, then I'll see you next time with the next chapter.